When did you realize your child's trauma wasn't over? When my daughter cut the sleeves off every shirt she owned, I knew it was starting again. I'd just finished folding laundry when I noticed it. The jagged edges on her favorite hoodie, strings still dangling like she'd rushed through it with dull scissors. At first, I thought maybe she was just going through a phase, a fashion thing. But then I opened her closet. Every single shirt had been hacked the same way. Long sleeves gone. All of them. I didn't ask her about it right away. Abby's the kind of kid who shuts down the second she feels cornered. So instead I waited, watched, tried to piece it together like I had before. That's when I saw it. She'd stopped sleeping again. Lights stayed on in her room all night. The closet door always jammed open. Her window locked, then taped shut from the inside. I asked if she was cold at school with no sleeves. She shrugged. Better cold than trapped. That was when I knew. It had been 2 years since her stepbrother moved out. My ex's son. Technically not blood, but close enough that we trusted him. He was 17 when she was 10. We never caught him doing anything. Just strange changes. Her grades dropped. She didn't want to sit in his car anymore. She flinched every time someone knocked on her door. The signs were there, but I didn't connect them until after the divorce, when Abby finally told her school counselor that she hated when boys hover behind you and say it's a secret. I didn't even need the rest. I pulled her out of that house the same week. She was getting better. Therapy, sleepovers, even tried out for theater. I started to believe we'd made it past the worst of it. Then came the shirt thing. I sat her down in the kitchen that night and asked carefully if anything had happened. New kid at school, teacher, anyone making her uncomfortable? She hesitated, then pulled out her tablet. There was a video playing. Grainy footage of a boy behind a girl at school yanking her hoodie strings, leaning close while she froze. That's not me, she said quietly. But it could have been. Turns out a new trend had started on campus. Some boys were filming jump scare hugs and posting them online, creeping up behind girls and grabbing them, then laughing when they shrieked. They thought it was funny. One of those boys was the nephew of my ex. He wasn't in the videos, but Abby saw him in the comments typing LOL with fire emojis. That night, she cut off every sleeve she owned. Said they made her feel easy to grab. I called the school. The principal said they'd look into it. A week passed. Nothing changed. I offered to transfer her, but Abby said no. She didn't want to run again. She wanted them to stop, so we made a plan. Abby spent every night writing a letter. She described how it felt. The late nights, the paranoia, the way her heart raced when footsteps came too close. She never mentioned her stepbrother. Just the fear, the exhaustion of pretending it didn't matter. We printed copies. She handed them out at school, slid them into lockers, taped them to bathroom mirrors, and she wore a sleeveless hoodie that said, in bold marker, "Not your punchline." By the end of the week, a few girls joined her, then more. Within 2 weeks, the principal sent out a statement calling the videos deeply inappropriate and banning filming on school grounds without consent. Abby still doesn't wear sleeves. She says it's a reminder that her safety should never depend on what she's wearing.